A newborn baby arrives, no breath, no heartbeat. His parents collapse in grief until his 7-year-old brother takes him into his arms and whispers something. Then the impossible happens. A gasp, a cry, a miracle that defies all explanation. This story is about to change everything you believe. Where in the world are you listening from right now? Tommy sat on the couch next to his mom, watching her belly move up and down. At 7 years old, he was so excited he could barely sit still. "Mom, when is he coming out?" Tommy asked for the 100th time that week. His mom, Lisa, laughed and rubbed her big belly. "Soon, sweetie, very soon." "Can I teach him to ride my bike?" "Well, he'll have to learn to walk first," Lisa said with a smile. Tommy had been waiting months for his baby brother. He'd already moved all his favorite toys into a corner of his room to make space for the baby's crib. Every night before bed, he would talk to his mom's belly. "Hi, little brother. It's me, Tommy. I can't wait to play with you. I'm going to show you all the best hiding spots in our yard, and we can catch frogs together." One evening, Tommy was helping his mom fold tiny baby clothes when his dad, Mike, came home from work looking tired. "How are my 2 favorite people?" Mike asked, giving Lisa a kiss. "3 people, Dad," Tommy corrected it. "Don't forget about the baby." Mike laughed. "You're right. How are my 3 favorite people?" Just then, Lisa made a small noise and grabbed her belly. "Oh, what's wrong?" Mike asked quickly. "Nothing serious, just a really strong kick," Lisa said, but her face looked worried. Tommy noticed everything. "Mom, are you sure you're okay?" "I'm fine, honey. Sometimes babies kick really hard when they want to come out." That night, Tommy couldn't sleep. Something felt different, but he couldn't figure out what. The next day, Tommy was coloring at the kitchen table when he heard his mom call out from upstairs. "Mike, something's wrong." Tommy dropped his crayon and ran upstairs. He found his mom sitting on the bathroom floor, looking very pale. "Mom!" "Tommy, I need you to be a big boy right now," Lisa said in a shaky voice. "Go get my phone and call your dad at work. Tell him to come home right away." Tommy's hands were shaking, but he did exactly what his mom asked. Then he sat with her, holding her hand until his dad got home. "We're going to the hospital," Mike said, helping Lisa stand up. At the hospital, Tommy sat in the waiting room with his grandma Rose, who had come as fast as she could. "Is Mom going to be okay, Grandma?" Tommy asked. "The doctors are very good here, sweetheart. They're going to take care of her and the baby," Grandma Rose said. But Tommy could see she was worried too. After what felt like forever, a doctor came out to talk to them. Her name was Dr. Chen, and she looked very serious. "The baby is in trouble," Dr. Chen explained to Mike. "And Lisa is very sick too. We have to do surgery right away." "Are they going to be okay?" Mike asked. Dr. Chen was quiet for a moment. "We're going to do everything we can, but this is very serious. You need to be ready for anything." Hours went by. Tommy fell asleep in the chair next to his grandma. When he woke up, his dad was shaking his shoulder gently. "Tommy, wake up. I need to talk to you." Tommy could tell from his dad's red eyes that something was very wrong. "Is Mom okay?" "Mom is going to be fine," Mike said slowly. "But Tommy, the baby, your little brother didn't make it." Tommy stared at his dad, not understanding. "What do you mean?" "He went to heaven, son." "No." Tommy shook his head. "No, that's not right. I promised him I would take care of him. I told him every night that I would protect him." Tears started running down Tommy's face. "He's supposed to be here. We were going to play together." Mike hugged Tommy tight while he cried. When they went to see Lisa, she was awake but very sad. Tommy climbed carefully onto the hospital bed and hugged her. "I'm sorry, Mom. I couldn't protect him like I promised." Lisa held Tommy close. "Oh, sweetheart, this isn't your fault. Sometimes these things just happen." "Can I see him?" Tommy asked quietly. "I want to say goodbye." Lisa and Mike looked at each other. They weren't sure if it was a good idea. "Please," Tommy said, "I need to tell him I'm sorry I couldn't save him." Dr. Chen brought the baby into the room. He was wrapped in a soft blue blanket and looked like he was sleeping peacefully. "His name is Jake," Lisa whispered. Tommy looked at his little brother. He was so small and perfect. "Hi, Jake. I'm Tommy, your big brother. Would you like to hold him?" the doctor asked gently. Tommy nodded. Very carefully, Dr. Chen placed baby Jake in Tommy's arms. Tommy had never held anything so carefully in his whole life. Jake felt cold, and Tommy wished he could warm him up. "I'm sorry I couldn't keep my promise," Tommy whispered to Jake. "I really wanted to teach you how to climb trees and catch fireflies. I wanted to show you my secret fort in the backyard." Tommy held Jake close to his chest, trying to share his warmth. "I love you, little brother. I wish you could stay with us." The room was very quiet. Everyone was crying softly. Tommy kept talking to Jake. "Remember how I used to talk to you when you were in Mom's belly? I told you about our dog Buddy and how he likes to chase squirrels. I was going to teach you how to throw a ball for him." As Tommy talked, he rocked Jake gently, the way he'd seen his mom rock his baby cousin. "I really wanted to be your big brother," Tommy said, his voice breaking. "I had so many things planned for us." Then something amazing happened. Jake made a tiny sound. Everyone froze. Tommy looked down and saw Jake's little chest moving up and down. Then Jake opened his eyes and looked right at Tommy. "Maud, he's awake!" Tommy shouted. Dr. Chen rushed over, her eyes wide with shock. She listened to Jake's chest with her stethoscope. "This is impossible," she whispered. "His heart is beating. He's breathing on his own." Jake started to cry, a strong, healthy cry that filled the whole room. Lisa gasped and reached for her baby. "Jake!" Dr. Chen checked Jake all over. "I don't understand this. 20 minutes ago, this baby had no heartbeat, no breathing, nothing. Now he's completely normal and healthy." Mike was shaking his head in amazement. "How is this possible?" Tommy was grinning through his tears. "He heard me talking to him. He knew I was here." "Tommy," Lisa said, crying happy tears. "What did you say to him?" "I told him about all the things we were going to do together. I told him I loved him and that I wanted to be his big brother. I think he didn't want to miss out on all the fun we're going to have." Dr. Chen ran more tests, but Jake was perfectly healthy. "In 30 years of being a doctor, I've never seen anything like this," she told the family. "There's no medical explanation. This is truly a miracle." Word spread quickly through the hospital. Nurses and other doctors came to see the baby who had come back to life. Some people called it a miracle. Others said it was the power of love. Tommy didn't care what people called it. All he cared about was that his little brother was here, safe in his arms. "I kept my promise," Tommy whispered to Jake. "I told you I'd protect you, and I did." From that day on, Tommy and Jake were inseparable. Tommy helped feed Jake his bottles, sang him lullabies, and read him stories every night. When people asked Tommy how he saved his brother, he would always say the same thing: "I just loved him really, really hard." Sometimes that's all you need. As Jake grew up, Tommy kept every promise he'd made that day in the hospital. He taught Jake to ride a bike, showed him the best climbing trees, and they spent countless hours catching fireflies in the backyard with their dog Buddy. And every night, when Tommy tucked Jake into bed, he would whisper, "I'm so glad you decided to stay with us, little brother." Jake would always whisper back, "I'm glad too, Tommy. Thanks for saving me." The two brothers grew up knowing that love really can work miracles, and that promises made with your whole heart have the power to change everything. So what do you think of Story? Do you think it was some sort of miracle? Or Tommy did anything? No matter what happened, the outcome made it clear that love can defy all odds. For more stories like this, smash that subscribe button. Until next time, stay kind.